I'm Abby. I'm TopKnot Stitcher. And hold on a second. Hold on one moment. That's a little better. Now I'm TopKnot Stitcher. I am coming at you today from a rather chaotic TopKnot Stitcher shop studio where I am trying frantically to wrap up a couple projects before Needlework Marketplace hits this weekend. How did that happen? I'm recording this on August 19th, Tuesday. And starting in just 3 days on Friday, we have Needlework Marketplace, which is the online virtual trade show sort of counterpart to Nashville Market. So, like, you're just now recovering from Nashville Market. At least I feel like I'm just now recovering from Nashville Market. And now we're going to do it all over again with a whole bunch of new releases, new colors of floss and fabric, new stitchy goodies for your stash. And I'm sorry, not sorry to uh, hype you up a little bit on what's coming out and perhaps tempt you to add some things to your wish list or to your stash. This is going to be a shop heavy video. We're only talking about Top Knot Stitcher Shop, and I'm going to try to sell you some stuff. So if that is not your jam, I'll catch you next time. Or go check out just a couple months ago, I put up a flosstube video that I recorded with my sister Vanessa. I don't know how I've never quite made this happen before because I visit my hometown a couple times a year. One of those is Nashville. Um, and Vanessa is my number one employee. And for 3 weeks out of the year, she is my right hand. She's really like my right hand and my left hand. I don't know. I would not be able to do Nashville Market without her. She comes the weekend of market and is my shop helper, and I think does the job of like five people. And he also just like keeps me alive that weekend because I don't stop moving. And then I take over her house and I ship out market orders from her living room for the week after market. And she helps me with all the shipping and fulfillment. And so, like, seriously, I could not do market without her. And I'm saying all of this because I want you to go meet her by watching the video that we made together. Because in June, I took her with me to StitchCon this year. It was so much fun. It was her first ever cross stitch retreat, which, like, that's a doozy, right? You're going to an event with 300 people for your first ever retreat. Like, go big or go home. But it was just so fun to get to introduce her to this whole other side of my stitchy world that she has heard about for the last, what, 8, 9 years, but hasn't gotten to like experience that side. But on the flip side of that, like she knows the business side of cross stitch so very well. And it was such a delight. So I made her sit down and record a video with me, and we talked about StitchCon and showed what we worked on and all that good stuff. There's also a really cute kitten because I visited her for like 3, 4 days after StitchCon, and she was nice enough to get a foster kitten to overlap with my visit. So I had a tiny, teeny, tiny little like 5 week kitten to cuddle with, and it was amazing because she's the best. She's just the best. Okay, that's my life update. Let's talk about Needlework Marketplace. What do you need to know? It's happening this weekend. This is a virtual wholesale show. So shops are going to go to market, which is just logging into like you know, uh, like a virtual conference platform thing. So we get to go in to every exhibitor's room and browse their new releases and hopefully get to chat and video chat with the designers. And it's just a delightful time. So we're going to get all the new goodies. They're going to ship it to us, and then we're going to ship it to you. Or if you have an LNS near you, you get to go in and enjoy all the beauties in person. If you don't have an LNS, may I suggest that you check out my online shop, topknotstitcher.com. So, the way pre-orders work in my shop is that you can find all sorts of new releases available for pre-order on my website. There are a lot of designers who have new stuff that either has just recently come out or is coming out, in the next week or so. And for convenience's sake, I have grouped all of that under the same page on my website. So it's called like Needlework Marketplace and More. And just know I already have some of those new releases. I'll show you some of those when we get further along. So some things are ready to ship out right away. But you'll notice in a product title, it'll say pre-order. That's your sign. And I try to include a shipping estimate in there as well, which you don't really need to worry about because the shipping estimate is always, like for this event, is pretty much the same. Um, And so you can place your orders, do your shopping, do your browsing, et cetera, or just make a wish list, whatever you want. If you place more than one order with me, thank you so much. I will be combining and like merging those orders and then refunding your extra shipping. So you're only going to pay a nice flat rate $5 shipping in the US. Right now, I'm only shipping to the US and Canada, and I might pause Canada. We'll talk about tariffs a little bit later. I don't know as much about what's going on with reciprocal tariffs, and I feel like I should know more about that as a conscientious business owner. Um, but regardless, I don't ship other international places right now, unfortunately. So I'm very sorry. If you live elsewhere in the world, if you do live elsewhere in the world and you want to arrange your own means of shipping through a friend, or occasionally I've had people set up their own like courier situation, and like kind of plan ahead for a very large mass order, sometimes like get together with their friends and put together an order. I can work with you. Send me an email, let me know. Um, but it's very much going to be on you to like figure out the shipping. Sorry. Okay, we got into a bummer space. The point is, you can order with me if you wish. Anything that is available to order on my site means that I either have it or can get it. Um, you will start to notice some items are going to go out of stock. Most of those we can restock if we run out, so it's not a big deal. It just might mean I have to place a second order, and you got to wait a little bit. It might mean I'm not planning to restock that for a little while, but I try to make it as easy as possible for you. I say all of this because today's Tuesday, the show is on Friday. I'm not really expecting to add anything but to the shop or add very much over the next few days. So probably what's on there right now is what's going to be on there until we get to like Friday afternoon, Saturday morning, when I have time to actually go check out all of the people who haven't sent out new release updates to shops. Or, people will also show off stuff from their back catalogs, and it's fun to get to kind of revisit older charts. That's part of the joy of going to market, is that designers will sometimes bring out, old favorites, and you get to just see it all over again. Oh, it's the best. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, so I'll be adding some more items this weekend. I'll probably send out a newsletter if I can. I'll probably add them to the shop, maybe share about it like on Instagram, and then a lower priority for the weekend will be sending out a newsletter because I got to get my orders in. I also have not been able, because of our chaotic month. My husband and I usually take Fridays off, or we have Fridays off work. I take it off of TopKnot, and we have our like date night, and we haven't had that in ages. So I'm going to spend most of Friday with him. Um, and some of those orders can just happen later. So all that is to say, keep an eye on the website. The great part is I will be able to continue merging and refunding your extra shipping on multiple orders, basically up until you get a notification email with your tracking info. Then at that point, it's already packed up and heading to the post office. I can't add to it anymore. But nice flat rate, $5. Not too bad. So if you find more things that you need, if you've already placed an order with me and you want to add some stuff on, no problem. We got you. I did not mean for this part of this video to take this long. I'm so sorry. Thank you for hanging out with me. Um, let's look at some of the goodies. I'm not going to show you all of the items that I have available for pre-order. We would be here all night, and that would be fun. And my husband is working, so maybe I'll make a part two where we just look at everything. I don't know. That sounds crazy. Um, but we're going to look at a lot because the great part of an event like this is that you have so many, like hundreds of new releases. Like there's something for everybody. The problem is there are hundreds of new releases, and it can be really overwhelming and just like it's fatiguing to look at that many items. So some releases, tend to like catch more attention and get a little bit more buzz, and that's great, and I'm happy for them. But then sometimes there's really amazing stuff that I feel like gets kind of overshadowed. And I want to point out a couple of like my personal favorites that I feel like people are sleeping on, and I don't want you to miss out. Sound good? So I don't really have an order in which we're going to go through this. You know me, I do floss tube low tech. like this screen share situation, like this is as high tech as we're going. So bear with me. We're gonna click around a lot. I'm gonna warn you right now. I've got one of these mouses. So I tend to fidget with it and my mouse gets really erratic and crazy like that. So I'm gonna apologize in advance. Maybe I've now pointed it out to you and you otherwise wouldn't have noticed it, but I do a lot of screen recordings for my other job, and I have to really watch that because I tend to just play with it. But it helps my poor little tendonitis wrist, so it has a purpose behind. Also, I have ADHD, so it has two purposes. It's a great mouse if you need some ergonomics in your life. Okay, I'm gonna like actually show you some stitching now. Sound good? Sounds good. Okay, the very first thing that I am most excited about, this literally just hit my inbox moments before I hit record. This is another new release from Quaint Rose Needle Art. So Macy has like four or five other releases. We'll take a look at them later, and they're delightful. Oh, that's too zoomed in. No, no, let's calm down. They're delightful, but this immediately became my favorite. Okay, like look at this, Caroline Caribou. He is so cute. Look at his little pinstriped overalls. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Okay, but then we also have Holly Hedgehog with her little sled and her little droopy tree and her little elf hat. Also, like these animals are rocking their Christmas overalls. I love it so much. This is my favorite. This is Poinsettia Penguin. I wonder how hard that would be to chart with. It wouldn't have the same alliteration, but I'm gonna forget how to say it because it's too far from Christmas. But the like native name for the poinsettia flower, do you know what I mean? We'll find it out. I love how teal he is. I love his little Santa hat. I love his little overalls. I love everything about this trio of designs. Everything about them. I think you should add it to your cart immediately. Okay, let's take another look. Um, I think what I'm gonna do, I don't want to just show you like what's most recent. I'm gonna filter these alphabetically. Okay, so this is what I mean by we do have some releases that are new and already available. So just like because I don't want you to miss it, we do have a newer animal cracker from Stacy Nash. This is Henny Penny. You get the chicken and the little needle roll, sampler roll, whatever roll you want to call it. And oh, it's just so cute. I think right now I have almost all of the animal crackers in stock. They're hard to keep in stock, but I'm pretty sure I have a solid collection at the moment. Um, oh no, I feel like we're about to just talk about every single release because I'm already just so excited about them. We'll see. We'll see what happens. This is Autumn Quail. You may remember a winter quail design from the Blue Flower. Actually, I could just be showing you this chart. Oh, it's still in his bag. Um, but this is already available to ship. So if you are ready and you want just this, place an order. I'll mail it out to you tomorrow. You'll be good to go. Oh, he's just beautiful. Like the more I look at this, the more I love it. Sometimes that is the challenge of this part of the year in cross stitch is because there's just like so much cross stitch to look at all the time that, and maybe I'm a little bit more prone to this because it's also my job, is to look at a lot of cross stitch all the time. And it can be really easy sometimes to just like take a quick glance and then move on. And that is the benefit of Nashville is getting to like see the stitching in person with your eyeballs and talk to the designer in person and tell them how amazing they are. And we got to do it a little bit differently for this show, but just to stare at and enjoy the beautiful stitching and like the way the variegation works out for this design. I'm a little partial to quails because we have some in California. I don't know anything about them though. Maybe I should learn. Luminous Fiber Arts also has this very cute monochromatic design. I feel like the monochromatics came in hot this year, especially monochromatic Halloween. So if you have a favorite black overdyed thread, I would stock up because there's a lot of amazingness. This would also be fun to kind of pick your own colors though. But we love a black cat. here's the thing, you could change that to orange. You could do that whole piece in orange and just change it to the Orange Cat Appreciation Society. Okay, and then Janine also has this other trio of designs that is inspired by a family tree. And then you also get this lovely little Of Many Lives Our Life is Made, which looks like it has another quail. Okay. Also, this little squirrel. Janine does animals so well, and she does flowers so well. Oh, ridiculous. Oh, and then there's also this little guy, which, like, what is up with these borders and the colors? Oh, oh, she's a genius. Okay, okay, this isn't quail, but we've been excited about some birds so far. So we've also got a new release from Lindy Stitch's Pigeons in the Corn, which you add a little shoop shoop, he could almost be a quail. I'm just saying. Eric Michaels has several new designs as well. This is the one that I am personally the most excited about because I'm not the world's biggest Halloween person, but I just love the like joy and playfulness that comes with Halloween. And like I don't, this is like very, very spooky. So I don't know if joy is the word that you associate with like bones and mummies and all of that. But like, who else puts together a design like this but Linda Stolz? So we've got, I don't, I haven't, meant to look up if these are like, is that actually the name? Like the collective noun name for bones is a rattle of bones. That's very good. Oh, but I love a design like this that you could stitch, the entire thing, or take your little favorite bits and pieces and do some smalls. I think, does this come with? Yes. Each of them can be finished separately as a bowl filler, ornament, or berry. And again, you're going to need your favorite overdyed black floss for this. Or overdyed purple. That also goes very well for Halloween. Okay, let's talk about the artsy housewife for a minute. See, this is fun. We get to bounce around between people. I think I like this approach. Gigi has several new designs for Marketplace. This one in particular is such a fun use of like a super variegated thread. I feel like so many of us can be really scared to try out a thread that has that much variegation to go from like light, light yellow to a dark brown. And this is such a fun way of playing around with that and getting to see how the color stitches up. Oh, every piece is going to look a little different. I love that so, so much. And this is stitched with a pirate and robin floss, which you can add to your order as well. She's got two colors that are exclusive to the show. Um, they're both very autumnal, and so there are several designs that use this one. And there's another one that is called like Hearth or something. We'll see it eventually. And it is um, it's a little bit more strongly variegated. So it has like yellow, red, and black, I think. It's not used quite as much. But the point is there are a few different designs that use this thread, which is very fun. There are probably more designs, but I can't carry everything. I've got 300 items in here. I can't handle more than that right now. And then, of course, Teresa Kogut swoops in with a billion new releases like she does. So she has, I think, like five or six cross stitch designs. She's also got some punch needle and wool applique, I believe. I don't have those available because typically you all don't want them from me. That's fine. She also has a book with 8 designs. We'll look at that. We will for sure look at that. But I really enjoy this turkey. Oh, come on. Like, look at him. He's got a top hat. Can you even? Oh, and so this is the autumn edition of this Time for All season or every season series. We got spring, a time to sew. I think we got a time to sew at market. That would make sense, right? Autumn design comes out as we're going into autumn. Totally makes sense. I just love that he's like blowing his cornucopia like it's a trumpet. That's fantastic. Okay, I think, start skipping around a little bit. Okay. This is one of the designs that I feel like people are kind of sleeping on. At least the TopKnot Stitchers are, I don't know, that we're not as into the acorn as we should be. This is woo, Acorn Thieves from Quaint Rose. You may remember she had a Strawberry Thieves pattern that came out, I think, at the August market last year, or was it in Nashville? It doesn't matter. It came out recently, and it's again a little quartet of pin cushions and a little needle book. This one is featuring squirrels, obviously, acorns, gorgeous, so autumnal, so cute, so fun. Like, look at his spotted tail. Look at his little ears. Look at his little branch. Oh, I just love it. I love it so much. Oh, and look, if you open up the little needle book, it says, "Oh, nuts." Oh, it's fantastic. It's fantastic. I just love a design like that where you could stitch one of them and it would be cute. You could stitch two of them and it'd be cute. You could stitch all of them and it'd be cute. Come on. Okay, I also am excited to see the Snowflower Diaries back. It's been a minute since she's has. I cannot talk. It's been a minute since she's been at a wholesale show, and I'm excited to reconnect with her. This is one of her new designs. You know, I love anything with a moon. I just think it's so pretty. Her colors are just so pretty. Like they're soft, but still colorful. Oh, I just love it. I love it so much. And she is in, oh, I don't want to get it wrong. She's somewhere in Europe, I think. I cannot remember. I have looked at too many details in the last several days. Um, but, the tariff situation is causing a lot of stress for a lot of small businesses because there are a lot of unknowns. There's a lot of fear of getting stuck with really high, flat rate fees on international packages. And small businesses are not set up to be able to like absorb that kind of thing. Um, so it is really, really, really hurting a lot of businesses already. It's hurting a lot of our international designers. Um, it's just a scary time. And so I am very glad to be able to um, support Snowflower Diaries and like support those who I can, right? I can't do it for everybody. I can't take on quite that much risk, but I'm excited to be able to support some of our international designer friends and still offer physical charts to those who prefer it. I'm sure this will be available as PDF, I think within a month or two. It varies. Um, but I'm just so glad to be able to work with her to still get these beautiful, beautiful designs into your hands. And hopefully it arrives before any potential tariffs. So it's great to be alive in 2025. I've got several designs from Snowflower Diaries, including a couple that are like previous releases, but just like too beautiful not to admire. Okay, let's talk about Dirty Annie's for a moment. This is again where you're gonna need your favorite overdyed Halloween floss because Annie has four different designs that are little spooky tombstones with various stitchy related sayings like bury me with my needle and thread so I can still stitch long after I'm dead. Yes, please. Annie really like knocked it out of the park with her Halloween stuff this year. Let's take a little look-see. Also, I love getting to go and like revisit a designer's back catalog. I love it so much. We're not going to go down that road right now, but like, look at this one. She won. She did have the most fabric. Oh, I love it. And then here lies the body of the village cross stitcher. If she hadn't bought all that thread, she would have died rich. Or I messed up the cadence there. Sorry, but you get the idea. And then these two littles. I love again. I love seeing things finished in different ways. So like a little tombstone design finished as a little needle book or like thread park or something, a little fob. Oh, so cute. So cute. And he has another monochromatic Halloween design as well. Support your local murder. Crows before bros. Oh, it's so good. And believe it or not, this is actually stitched 6/2 on 18 count fabric. So this is actually a gigantic pillow. I love the oversized cross stitch. I feel like the photo on this one kind of disguises that a little bit, that it is as gigantic as it is. But we got to see a few of those in Nashville last year, and it's just so fun. And it's like funny. It's again, the playfulness of cross stitch. It's so valuable. We need some play and some whimsy in our lives, you know? Okay, let's hop on back over here. Like I said, we're not going to talk about everybody, but we're going to talk about some. Like, I'm sorry, we have to talk about this. We have to talk about Agnes Harwood. I'm not a huge sampler stitcher, but how can you not be into the colors on this? Oh, I just love it so much. I think that is a big part of why I don't get excited about samplers is because of the very muted colors. And I get why they're there, but like, come on. Oh, it's so good. And I have most of the floss in stock, which does not always happen. Oh, Robin also has several amazing designs. We'll see some of them as we go through here as well. Okay, this is where we're skipping around a little bit. Let's talk about Bendy Stitchy because she's my friend and I love her. And she's got this cute little autumn, what was this called? Autumn acorns, little autumn ornament. Oh, amazing. I also love a quick stitch, an attainable finish. We love that. Okay, who down here? Oh, another little like court. Okay, we're gonna do this instead so we don't have to do so much scrolling, shall we? Another little quartet, if you will. This is Autumn Cartouches from Erica Michaels. So four little smalls, chock full of autumn colors and motifs and words. Oh, I love it. There's also been a fair amount of perforated paper showing up across all of these releases. That is interesting. I actually, one of the projects I need to do is adding some perforated paper to the shop, so stay tuned. Um, oh, and then like, okay, this one I think I still need to find if Judy has a higher resolution photo available because look at these pumpkins, they're so cute, and the cats. And obviously just change one of those cats to orange and you're good to go. Judy did a lot of Christmas this year. Let's go take a look, shall we? Oh, and I abandoned my plan of let's look at a new tab. Okay, so we've got a lot of Christmas. We have another ornament book. What is this? Six? Yeah, ornament book number six. It has 20 designs in it. Amazing. Oh, look at that little Santa on his little sleigh. Ah, I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, and then we have a lovely little like Merry Christmas sign. The photo cuts it off, but you get the idea. And then two new monochromatic, well, except that looks like it has beads, perhaps, but two little monochromatic ornaments as well. And then this is my favorite from Judy this year, except I kind of think I want to change the colors to be like super bright, super funky, but do all things with kindness. I agree. We need more of that. So I like that one a lot. That is on my personal list. Okay, sorry, I meant to spare you so much of this clicky clicking. Oh, I could seriously stop and just show you every single thing, and I'd be so excited. But I don't think that would be the best thing for either of us. We also have coming out the next season in the Year in the Garden. Is that what it's called? Is it called? I forget what the Seasons in the Garden. It's right there in front of me. But autumn is here. The colors are amazing. I think I still have a couple thread packs. Only one thread pack. Um, and we got to see the entire design at market and it's stunning. So we have summer and autumn. She's releasing them in the season that it is, which I really appreciate. Oh, see, now I'm trying to click backwards. Oh my goodness. Get it together. Okay, also look at this whole row of fall. I love when that happens. Proper Stitcher has, I think, like eight, maybe nine new releases. Overachievers, every single one of them, but it is beautiful, so I will allow it. But I love, love, love. There's like, I'm never mad at autumn leaves in a cross stitch pattern. Never ever. Okay. Oh, I have to brag about my other friend, Holly. Holly has several new designs. They're fantastic. This one is my favorite, I think, because of the moon. Even when it's a tiny moon, I'm into it. I also really love how she played with borders on this one, like having the this on the sides, and then you could do just half of this design if you wanted to. Like if you're not a big text stitcher, that's fine. I was about to just cover it up with my hand. You can do it with your hand. Like just hold it up and kind of boop boop, and then you just have like the cutest little moonlit moth, or have the whole thing, and then you got a nice little saying to go along with it. Oh, I love it so much. And it's on Sapphire from Fiber on a Whim, and she's my friend too. And I just can't get over how talented everybody is. Oh, we have a new color from Lap and Loops. This is Bermuda Triangle. I would be a little scared of this color. Like I think some people are a little intimidated because it is very dark, it's very deep. But don't be scared because it's fantastic. I mean, I haven't seen it in person, so but I've seen a lot of Megan's fabric in person, and it's always absolutely fantastic. So this fabric is the one thing that I have available in the like marketplace page that is not going to ship right away. So this is going to be like a true pre-order. It will ship. I'm saying late October. I'm hoping it will be earlier than that, but probably definitely October. Um, so you got to wait a minute, but then you get a little fun Halloween treat. Oh, this would be so fun for like a spooky stitch of some kind because it's so moody and fantastic. Ah. So unlike other marketplace items, this, if you have this in your order, I will go ahead and ship the rest of your order when everything else is ready. I'm not going to hold on to your entire order until October, and I'll take care of the shipping when the time comes. Or you can always, of course, add on some things when your fabric is ready to ship. I'll reach out to you. We'll take care of it. Don't even worry about it. Oh, it will be worth the wait. And then I can also, of course, add in some other colors from Lap and Loops as well. So if you have had some things on your wish list, let me know. I can help you out. Bird Central. Do you see that? I love how this I don't usually look at it in alphabetical order. I just noticed we're only on the letter B. But I love getting to see these fun little trends emerge where we've got bird representation. That's so delight. Oh, delight. Okay, hold on. Let's calm ourselves down. Also, I forget if I've showed these glasses. Okay, it's like really smudgy, so please ignore that. I promise it's like clean and whatever. But how fun are these? I love them so much. We received them as a housewarming gift. I think if you search like prism glasses or something like that, you can find them. I've found them before on Amazon. I'm sure they exist other places. I hope they exist other places. They are such a delight. They're really pleasant to hold because of the lines, because they're like squared off. It's so fantastic. Also, my husband brews beer, and this is a home brew red ale that he brewed earlier this summer, and now we get to enjoy. Okay, back to the cross stitch. I'm just trying to remember what this one's name is, and I can only remember the name of my favorite red ale, which is no longer made. It's the Red Spot, and it was at this brewery pizza place in Berkeley called Jupiter. They still exist. They're delicious. If you're in the Berkeley area, you need to go. You need to get the garlic bread. I'm assuming it hasn't changed. I have not been there in like 4 years, I'm pretty sure. But they were bought out by another brewery. I don't know why I have trouble saying the word brewery. It's because I talk too fast. So they now serve that beer and they no longer make the red spot. But I loved it because it was so delicious, but also because the name was so good because it was at Jupiter. So if you go, I'm sure they have a red ale, but it's not going to be as good. as the red spot. Fun fact, it's owned by the same place where, or the same like owners, different location, my husband and I had our first date. So cute. I thought we were just gonna get a beer, and then we got several and pizza, and now I'm married to him. Okay, now back to the cross stitch for real. This is the berry and bird tart. Oh no, it's the bird and berry tart. You understand what I mean. I just think it's so pretty. Like it's a lot of brown, but at the same time, it's not too much brown. And the like, I don't know, with the brown and the red, it's just working for me. Um, this is from Blueberry Ridge. She's the daughter of Pansy Patch, if you didn't know. And she had another tart design that came out at Market, but now I can't remember what it was. And I want to show you because it was really good. Here it is, the oak and acorn tart. Those would look so cute next to each other. Oh, I wish we were in Nashville and I could probably see them right next to each other. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Okay, another fantastic bird. I cannot talk because I have to slow down. This is the bird of Bordeaux from the Proper Stitcher. And I just think he's fantastic. Oh my goodness, how cool would this look on the Bermuda Triangle fabric? I think that'd be amazing. Some of his details might get a little bit lost, but also I just think that would be really fun. Oh, I think that could be great. And then this little jet-setting fellow, the bird Globetrotter from Fine Frog Stitching on his little colorful suitcase with his little aviator cap and goggles. I love him. I love him. I love him. The end. Okay, and then another fantastic bird, we have the Blackbird Inn from Quaint Rose Needle Art. Now, the Blackbird is fantastic. I do enjoy it a lot, like the detail in the wings. His little curvy beak. You got a giant house. Love it. We have a tiny little pumpkin patch. I really like the perspective of this, where we've got these big old pumpkins and sunflowers, but then the little itty bitty. Oh, that's very fun. But can we talk about these sunflowers? Like, I've never wanted to stitch a sunflower more in my entire life. And you get to stitch, what, five of them? And they're all a little bit different. Oh, it's so fun. And like, look how she did it where they're overlapping, like the leaves are behind it. The plant is behind, or in front, no, behind. I can talk. Oh, I just love it. I love it so much. I love it so much. And this is a piece, Macy has a lot of these designs where it is stitched on two different fabrics that you join together. So you don't have to stitch a different color in order to get a different colored ground background. I think that's fantastic. Just make sure you buy the same count of fabric so that they will match up. You know what I'm saying? Okay, we're on page two. We did a great job. Okay, I probably don't need to show you this because everyone has seen it. Everyone is excited. Jet X Stitch is making her marketplace debut, and this is the uh, companion piece to Cherry Magpie, which we are all obsessed with as well. But this is Blueberry J. He stitched on Malachite from Fibronoim. I think I might have a couple pieces waiting to be added back into the shop. I forget. But he would also look amazing on Bermuda Triangle. Honestly, don't tell Kristen. I think and don't tell Jessica, Jet X Stitch. He might look even cooler on Bermuda Triangle. Oh, and it's stitched mostly in DMC, and then there's two Threadworks colors that help create some of that variation. You can add those on while supplies last. I think I have maybe like 5 or 6 skeins of each left. But if you've been eyeing those, pop them into your cart and head over to checkout. Don't miss out. More Pirate and Robin floss. She highlighted 7 popular colors, so that's what I have available right now. But I've been eyeballing some other ones to add in the near future. But I think they're a really fun way of experimenting with her floss. But let's switch gears and talk about this design from Silver Creek Samplers because did you notice I didn't until like the fourth time I looked at this how these letters are made up with bones? Spooky. And if you don't want to stitch a drum, no problem. You could stitch just the little drum top as a little ornament, or stitch the whole thing. And maybe you change the cat to orange. I don't know. If you haven't realized, I have a whole crusade about it's okay to have an orange Halloween cat. Another cute little boo design. This is Booble from Wildflower Stitching. I can't decide if I love or hate that name. But I love how she shows it. Again, this is the kind of thing I would so love to see in person. But alas, I'll have to enjoy it virtually. But she shows it, stitched up with lots of colors. But then she also shows it stitched in this inverted style in a monochromatic pattern. Is that inverted? I don't know. But you know what I mean. How fun is that? Answer is very fun. Very, very fun. Oh, let's brag about another one of my friends. Nuri from the Shaded Stitchery has, I think, four new releases. This is my personal favorite one, I think. We'll see if I say that about all of them, but this is Broken Wings Welcome. Okay, and then if you see the text in here says, Come as you are. Fantastic. And like, look at this bird. Again with the birds. The birds are coming in strong this year. And this is stitched with cottage garden threads. I am, as you can see, unfortunately sold out of three of the five colors. I've got a couple of them on order, but I'm not quite sure when they'll be back. Um, oh, I can't. I want to stitch this so badly. Just like, ugh, I just love him. And what is that stitch on? Sunshine Days. What is going up with the font? I gotta fix that. I'll fix it later. Okay. Oh, sold out. I gotta look into that. Oh, let's look at some cute cats because guess what? I see orange cats. So Romy of Romy's Creations has a whole cat and dog of the month series that is being finished out with the November I approve cat to get November and December together. Very cute. And the great thing about cats is it's very easy to customize the color of a cat. That's why you tend to see more cats in cross stitch than dogs because cats sort of like one of four general body shapes. Like some are fat, some are skinny, some have fluffy tails, some have skinny tails. Those are kind of your combos. And so it's really easy to make minor adjustments to a cat in cross stitch and make it look like your own cat's. Dogs, all different shapes and sizes, much more complicated. But I think all cats should be orange. September, little cat going back to school. And then October, he's got a little spooky ghost. But again, notice how we have a non-orange cat for Halloween. Romy, this is a missed opportunity. But I will allow it because you do include a lot of orange cats, and I appreciate that very much. So, great work. Okay, so we have the cat and dog of, or sorry, that's the cats. Those are cats of the month. I promise I can talk. We will see the dogs of the month shortly as well. Let's talk about more cats for just a second, though, because we have Cats and Coco from the Artsy Housewife. And like, this is a very good cat. I would obviously change it to orange. I also like want this skirt. If someone could make that for me, I would appreciate it. I also like that this plant appears a little bit dead. That's how all of the plants in my house look right now. We did not survive the summer. I tend to buy herb plants and then forget to water them, so they die very quickly. Um, oh, but I love this one. She's got the coffee and eggs design. Now we've got cats and coffee, or cats and cocoa, I mean. Oh, she just does such fun things. And then, like, I love it. I love everything about it, other than the cat could be orange. Have I said that enough? Okay, here's another opportunity to say it. We have the cats in the graveyard from Pedal Pusher. So this is another design in this like series of sorts. She's got a full collection of designs in this style. I think the cats in the graveyard are officially my favorite. Obviously, you know what I would change about this, but they're just so cute. Oh. This would be a fun way if you had some random gray threads left over. A really fun way of using them up. Or just like all of your tail ends. You could have a wild graveyard with all kinds of different tail end tombstones. Tail end tombstone. Someone make a pattern like that, please. Okay. Okay. This is one of those designs. Annie, I love you, and please don't take offense to this, but this is one of those designs that I feel like I have seen before, but also I need to stitch it. Do you know what I mean? I really mean this in like the highest compliment kind of way. Like there, it's just so classic, spooky, but still like prim and traditional. Well, I don't know if you can call it traditional, but it's got those prim vibes, but it's not too prim. Oh, it's just good. And of course, it's got that moon, but also you got stars, and you got a fun cauldron, and you have a cat that could be orange, and you have a six-legged spider. I really like six-legged spiders. They make me smile. I prefer to do my spiders in cross stitch with six legs. It makes them less real, and I enjoy that. It's factually incorrect, and I don't care. Oh, the Chaos Collection. So this is not a marketplace release. No, I don't need that picture. But Cottage Garden Threads puts out these like palette collections every 2, 3 months, and they've done some really beautiful ones. So I recently got the Secret Garden collection. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. They did a cottagecore collection. It's also very pretty. The first one that they did in this new style is called Daydream. And the fun thing about the more traditional uh palettes that they do, it's not traditional. Hold on. They've started doing this approach though, which I think is brilliant. So within this collection of 10 threads, there are two sets of what they call, can I please zoom in? They call these Stitcher's palettes, where you have four threads, you have one that's really variegated, and then you have the three tonal colors that make it up. So it's a really fun way to play around with colors in ways that like work together really well. So we have like the Pretty Ribbons palette, and then over here we have the Cottage palette. So these three, excuse me, and then there's a light neutral and a dark neutral. This one is like a purpley brown, like really, really deep. It's also just really pretty. Okay, I'm sorry that my use of photos here is subpar. This is the Secret Garden one, and like, do you see what I mean? Like, they're just lovely. I feel like both of these actually, now that we're looking at them side by side like this is the more saturated version of sorts, right? We have very similar colors. They're not all like the same rainbow, but they're just lovely. They're just so lovely, and it's so check those out. But why we're talking about this right now is because we're taking a little bit of a detour with the Chaos collection. And so this is this is not what you normally see in cross stitch thread. These are wildly variegated. We've got clashing colors. We've got like chaos. But how fun. How completely fun. They let their dyers just kind of run wild with it. And this is the result. This has cleared customs. I got that notification today, so that means it should be arriving to me like maybe tomorrow. Maybe it already, maybe it came today. I don't know. I haven't checked. I'm really like these two. So this orange one, obviously, I'm here for the orange, but also this blue one is really fun. Some of these scare me a little bit, but I think it's good to do things that scare us. So it shows that I only have four left. Don't worry, I do have more than that coming, but these are a limited edition. So like they're only making however many. And once those are gone, they're gone. So if this appeals to you in any way, shape, or form, don't wait because I don't know how long they will last until they're like sold out everywhere. This would also be a fun thing. Like, I don't know if anyone could really like use all 10 or like how easily, how quickly you could use all 10, but how fun would this be to take a box to a retreat? because they come packaged in a really nice box. It's delightful. But to, like take it to a retreat and then have that be like your retreat gift is pick out a crazy thread and try it out. I think that'd be fun. Maybe I'll do that for Stitch West. I'm going to Stitch West in October if you'll be there. I look forward to seeing you. If I have any of these left by that point, maybe I'll bring them for my vending. Okay, we gotta keep going. Um, oh, this is the cherry magpie piece that goes with Blueberry J. We love it. We love it. Let's talk about this little moon and this little swan and also this little sweater trio. And we'll talk about this. And we're gonna talk about this. And I'm not gonna show you everything. I'm gonna resist. Stitches by Ethel has two little holiday moon designs. So we have the Christmas moon with the cardinal. It's fantastic. Do you see this? I love it. There's also a Halloween one. Maybe we'll see it later. Maybe we won't. And then we have a Christmas one. The birds, man. I There are always a lot of great birds in cross stitch. This is not really that revolutionary, but also I'm just enjoying it. Look at his little red crown. Look at him go. This might be my favorite swan. I think it might be. I love it. Okay, and then we've got the Christmas sweater trio. Look at these little reindeer. Look at the little lights in their antlers. Oh, oh, it's delightful. It's delightful. And this is the kind of thing you got to watch out for because, like, look at this border. It's stitched, I think, in a Threadworks that I asked Holly what color it was so I could add it to my Threadworks order, and then I forgot. So I'm sorry. And I maybe there's more than just that. Like this says DMC and Threadworks. But the point is, this border is clearly that one variegated color. What if you put a chaos border in there instead? That might be terrible. Maybe you don't want to do that. But like, this is where we can start to think creatively and push ourselves a little bit. Okay. I don't, maybe put that one like super blue variegated one. I don't know. I don't think this is the best example, but I think that you get what I mean. Let's talk about my friend Arlene, Works by ABC. If you know anything about Arlene's designs, you know that she is the master of like mathematical inspired designs, geometric and whatnot, and also color designs because she designed 324 and 324 the sequel and 365 a year in stitches, which are epic pieces with a bunch of motifs that are stitched, each one of them in a different DMC color. And it's a very fun project. And mine is sitting right next to me, and I am 6 months behind my goal of doing one motif a day, where I would have finished on February 11th this past year. But I have pivoted. We'll get back to it. I love it very much. I'm excited to stitch the sequel as well. Anyway, that's Arlene. And this is also from Arlene. This is the color wheel bouquet. I think this is so fun because like I keep a color wheel next to my desk for easy reference because color theory is fascinating to me. And I think like if you are, I think Jam got to this a little bit because I definitely didn't do that. Um, if you're like not anxious, hesitant to pick your own colors or like change colors in a design, get yourself a color wheel because this helps you figure out like what are the complementary colors? What are the split complementary colors? Do you even know what that means? Your color wheel could teach you. I could teach you, but we're talking marketplace. We're not doing that. But like just to get more familiar with the concept of like shades versus tones and like the different tints, just all the things, and then to be able to see like, oh, this would look good together. Oh, maybe this instead, you know. I don't think I'm explaining this very well. I am not here to be your color theory teacher by any means. I'm also very tired, so I don't have the correct vocabulary in my brain right now. The point is, I think I keep this next to my desk, even though I am not currently designing anything. I just, it's a nice reference to have. Um, but I also want this to hang next to my desk as well. I just think this is so fun, and to like have it in stitchy format is brilliant. I just love how Arlene's mind works, and I'm very excited about this design. And I love that the whole thing is very like floral and fantastic. I wonder what number this orange one is, because I do have a favorite light orange shade. I can't remember what it is, and that looks like it could be. Could be. I'm not so sure. Oh, it's wonderful. Great job, Arlene. Also, real quick shout out to Heartstring Sampler. She has several new designs. Maybe we'll look at them, maybe we won't. But she's also re-releasing Consider the Lilies in print. This came out as a book, I think in 2020. I was trying to see if I had a picture with it because it is massive. Like she stitched the model on 28 count. Now I'm doubting that. Yeah, 28 count. And it's, what was that? 435 by 363? Okay, massive. It's gonna keep you busy for a little while. But it's back in print. It's stunning. Get yourself a copy. Oh, I love it. I could stare at it all day, but we got to move on. We got to move on because we've been talking for a while. Oh, let's talk about Fiberlicious though. So I'm very excited to finally carry Gwen's fabric in my shop. This has been like on my to-do list for a long time, but the time has come. So Gwen has 5 new colors coming out for market. 4 of them, but no, not the top 4, all of them except for this one are these gold dusted. That's why some of these have the circles on it, is to kind of like highlight for you the gold. I don't know. Um, but they are like hand painted. So they're a little bit more expensive than what you're used to. But they are so gorgeous. I can't wait to like see these in person, and these like really rich, vibrant, like jewel tone colors. Oh, I'm obsessed. So I still have a few in stock of each of them. Um, but once these sell out, it's gonna take me a minute till I restock them. So if you've got your eye on one, now is the time. If you are wanting like a fat half instead, these are all listed as fat quarters, but if you order 2, I will send you a half yard instead of 2 fat quarters. Um, if you order 4, I'll send you a whole yard. I forget which ones I might have 4 left of. If you order 3, then you would get a fat half and a fat quarter because there's no 3/4 yard, although that would be pretty funny. I mean, I guess technically you could do that. I would just have 2 fat eighths on the end. If you need a custom 3/4 yard cut, you let me know. Oh, it's just so cool. So cool. Okay, another excellent bird. This is Crow and the Hawthorn from Bad Stitch. I think this is her first ever market. I got to meet Amanda at StitchCon this year. They are a delight. And like so many great patterns. Delightful. Delightful doesn't even begin to cover it. This is the other design I was talking about that uses the other like new color from Pirate Robin. We have, is it Demeter or Demeter? Or could it be either? I don't know. But this is stitched with this thread. So you can kind of tell looking at the pattern, like that's how a super variegated thread stitches up. Again, we can be brave with our variegation. We are strong. Oh, she's just so pretty. And she's Goddess of the Harvest, if I harvest and fertility. Fantastic. We have 4 new colors of silk from Dinky Dyes. So these are being sold like this as a set. You get 1 skein of each. I'll have them individually later on. I think I still need to do that for the ones that came out at market. But I think this would be the palette that I would want to maybe stitch my um, Do All Things with Kindness. I might want a green in there because there's leaves. But I feel like this could be the vibe. I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, also, since I showed you the cats, I'll show you the dogs. And then I want to show you these because this is one of those ones I feel like people are kind of sleeping on and haven't seen. Also, let's talk about Cheryl. We've got a lot of cool tarot patterns. I'm not hugely into tarot, but I love looking at tarot artwork. And I feel like some of the brilliance of the pieces is going to be a little bit lost on me because like I don't know the meanings of the cards and the things and like I currently don't have an interest to learn or to like retain it. But I just think it's so fun to see how they're interpreted in different ways. So we have a few designs from Fine Frog Stitching, but also a few from Sprouting Lupine, I think. We'll get there. I'm gonna open these guys. I'm gonna talk about Yasmin real quick. We'll talk about boomerang stitches. We're going to talk about this vampire. We're going to try to talk fast. Okay. We're also going to talk about Erin Elizabeth. Maybe we'll talk about spreading lupine. We're going to talk about this little ghosty. Oh, we have to like this is okay. See, this is why I love doing this style video with you though, is because I I get so bogged down in some of the work that goes into being a shop in this time that sometimes the fun and the beauty gets a little bit it gets a little bit lost. So it's very important that we take a little time to slow down and look at the cross stitch. So thank you for being here with me for this moment. Here we have the dog of the month for November and December. Very cute. I love how he is carrying those presents. He is ready to be Santa. Love it so much. And then we have a dog going back to school and a dog with a ghost. Oh, Corgi with a ghost in his candy corn. Oh, he's cute. He's very cute. Okay. There are two new designs from this designer, Filigram. I'm not super familiar, but they pop up every once in a while because they use dinky dye silk in a lot of their patterns. So I have the silk thread pack available as well. So we have Fall in the Farm and Fall in the Meadow. Both are the same palette. You can see obviously very similar in design, overall style. But I just love it. The little frolicking foxes with the mushrooms and the leaves. Oh, I can't decide which one I like more. I like them both. And it's another one you could just stitch like the center of it if you didn't want to commit to the whole thing. I don't know if one thread pack would be enough to stitch both. I suspect you would run out of at least one color, but I could not tell you. Tiny Modernist has been just like slow rolling her Needlework Marketplace releases. They're not all for Needlework Marketplace. She's got like she has releases that came out for August. They're right behind me. For example, The Witch's Kitchen. We love a Baba Yaga chart. Okay, don't mess it up. Um, but then she popped out a couple more marketplace exclusive designs, and then she's got a couple of September releases, including this one, which I love so much. The Fall Bell Jar with the little hedgehog. Why is he trapped? Oh no, I didn't really think about that until this moment. Now I don't know if I like it. I still love it. I still love it very much. This would look cool in that like gray fabric that has the little silver printed sparkles, if you know what I'm talking about. We have the next couple designs in this floral alphabet series from Jeanette Douglas. I love Jeanette Douglas's designs because she does not shy away from specialty stitches, but she's going to teach you how to do it. Okay, her instructions are very, very good and like very manageable. Oh, so fun. So fun. Okay, Yasmin. Uh, Yasmin's made with love. Is it supposed to have an E? I need to look into that. I have her name spelled two different ways. That's not cool. I'm gonna go fix that. She's in the UK. Um, whoop, 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 and is one of many people impacted by tariffs because she does her printing in the UK, ships stuff to the US. A lot of international designers have partnered in various ways with having their charts distributed or printed within and shipped from the States, and that reduces a lot of just costs overall, and obviously now tariff liabilities overall. Yasmin's not chosen that route, or she's doing it her way. Um, the point is, I've already placed my order with Yasmin. I am sold out of many of her charts from what I ordered initially, and so if you've got your eye on a paper chart, I've got the Forest Guardian. I also, did I open him? I've got a couple left of the Gothic Bat. Again, get your favorite variegated black thread. Oh, I love him. This would be very fun to stitch in a lot of different colors as well, or just like play around with. Oh, I only have one left. Now, these, I mean, you can get these from other shops as well. I know that Starlight Stitchery will have them. I forget who else. And then they will be available from Yasmin as PDFs later as well. So if you're eyeing this and it's already sold out, don't worry, you'll be able to get it. Just maybe not in print from me. Let's keep up the Halloween fun again. What if you had a really cool black variegated, overdyed, etc. thread? This is Ghosting to Town from Liz Matthews. I love a name that has a little bit of a pun. It's so fantastic. They have their little like pumpkin balloons. I love the little sideways houses. I love the border. I love everything about this. I'm stitching Autumn Close right now, but I might start this too. And then I'll be just like fighting it out of as to which one I'm going to stitch. And look, I love it. She shows if you stitch just that center part, you've got the cutest little small. Maybe I could do that. Maybe no, because I love this. I love the border so much. Oh, she's so good. And then keeping up the ghosties, we've got Ghost Stories from Counting Puddles. I love his plants. Like, did you see his plants? Also, he's reading by candlelight. He's got his ambiance on point. I wonder what book he's reading. And I wonder if that's like cocoa. Perhaps it's some buttered rum, hot buttered rum. I guess that's a little bit more of a holiday beverage, but it's also very autumnal. Okay, keeping up a little bit spooky. Garden of Shadows from Sprouting Lupine. This is a companion to the Unicorn's Garden piece, which would look really good stitched on the Bermuda Triangle as well. But it's just so fun. And the use of color, like the harder the world gets, the more color I want in my life, she says while she's wearing a black shirt and black glasses. Oh, but I just love it. I love it so much. I need to show you the other one though, since I talked about it. I'm also finally, I've been out of them for a while, but I'm finally restocking a bunch of these nature walk designs that she has. This is not a new release, but if it's new to you, congratulations. There's like a dozen designs for you to enjoy. Some of them are a little bug heavy, I will warn you. But some of them are very nature heavy in other ways, but like, bug. But like, look at these little leaves, also a bug. Look at this little frog. Oh, he's so good. Okay, this is what I wanted to show you though, the unicorn's garden. See, this would look really good on Bermuda Triangle. It's got a little bit more springtime vibes, but still very, very moody, very, very fun. Oh, it's very good. She did a very nice job. Okay, back to Halloween. Let's talk about the Halloween block party from Erin Elizabeth. There are 12 different designs. They are all sold individually, and you can either do them as little individual smalls, like this ghost house, or you could put them together. I think perhaps there's a border available. I don't know. Don't quote me on this, but I'm guessing that there is or there will be a free border for this. I feel like wildly ill prepared to tell you that. I'm just assuming. But it also looks like it would be not too hard if you wanted to stitch like just four of them or just nine of them. You could do that and kind of like make your own little neighborhood. I really enjoy the like witch's boot house. I don't know what that's called. Maybe it's just called like witch house or something. The pumpkin house, all the houses. I really really enjoy the candy corn house, the Frankenstein house, the little tombstone house. Like, are you kidding? So fun. Okay, and then kind of leaning into the transition of Halloween to Christmas, we have Beware of Frostbite. Oh, he's cute. I think that's also Sapphire from Fiber on a Whim. His little fangs and little bat friends and his snowflakes. And his little hat. Oh, he's so cute. Okay, then Boomerang Stitches is new to TopKnot. This is Amity, and I met her at StitchCon last summer, I think. I'm pretty sure this is one of her recent releases, or maybe not that recent, 2024, but that's still recent. Um, But they're all new for TopKnot, and this one is just so fun. She has such fun, like bold use of color as well across all of her designs. Very excited to see her continue to rock it. Oh, and I hope I get to talk to her this weekend. Okay, then we got Forest Guardian. And we're gonna just soldier through. Here's the little Halloween moon I was talking about. Delightful. Oh, the harvest moon. This is another design that uses that Pirate and Robin thread. And so again, where you get to see kind of just like the fun play out of variegation and how you can incorporate it in little bits here and there. Add a little add a little fun to your piece. Okay, we gotta talk about Hello Midnight. We gotta talk about this peacock. Oh, we have so much to talk about. I'm gonna refrain from clicking on every single one, but I do want to make sure I talk at least in some way about every designer. Perhaps that could be our goal. I wanna just enjoy all of them with you. But I want to talk about every designer and I want to show you ones that you may have like missed or not quite noticed in a way that I think they deserve. So I probably don't need to be the one to tell you about Hello Midnight, but it's a new book from Teresa Kogut. We had Hello Halloween, came out a few years ago, and it has like 10 or 11 stunning Halloween designs. Now we have a book of 8 Halloween designs, and this one is my favorite. That's why I put it as the first picture, the Halloween barn owl. But we've also got Stitch and Witches. Are you kidding? I also love like Teresa Kogut always kind of eye rolls at me when I say thank you for putting Top Knot in your pieces because there's TK. And she's like, well, Teresa Kogut, also Teresa and Kevin. And I'm like, I get it, but like, can you please just let me have this? Then I can pretend. I don't think she likes the joke very much, but I'm not going to stop making it. Oh, those little witches. They're so cute. Oops. Okay, real quick. I scream, you scream. We all scream for Halloween. Fantastic. I was watching her floss tube and she was talking through, and maybe the artwork is in the book as well. We'll find out when it arrives. Should be here soon. Where she has like a painting of this. I just love seeing her like creative artistic process where she has her sketches and paintings and things, and then turns some of them into cross stitch, turns some into punch needle, turns some into wool applique. Like she does it all. I also really like this little guy, this little black pumpkin, this little jack-o'-lantern. He's very cute as well. The Trick or Treat Express just cracks me up. Just the house is too far away. We gotta take a bunny to the next house. And then another fantastic cat. All the creepy things are seen on the night of Halloween. Yes, they are. Oh, and then Miracle Grow. She does a lot of top hats in her designs, doesn't she? That's fantastic. Even the little these pumpkins, they even have top hats. Halloween greetings. You could make one of those cats orange. Okay, there we go. So $30, you get 8 fantastic patterns. How can you say no? Oh, let's talk about Harris Peacock. This is so pretty. I don't have words for it. It's just so pretty. It also is stitched in, I believe, the same 5 colors as Nuri's the Broken Wings one. So again, I only have two of the 5. But just keep that in mind. If you buy those, you should buy the other chart. I don't know if they did that on purpose or not, or if these were like marketed together in some way that I'm unaware of. I could ask. I'm friends with them. And I'm friends with Katie from Cottage Garden. I'm going to get to the bottom of this and maybe I'll remember to tell you. But the point is, they have the same beautiful colors. And I love this fun little border. I love the peacock. I love Michelle. Did we look at Quaternion yet? Yes, because wait, yeah, she had Demeter. Demeter. I don't know, but she also has this one. The colors are just so good. I don't know. It's just working for me. I think it's DMC. No, it's General Art. That makes sense. There's some variegation in there. Well, that's embarrassing. Okay, and then Colleen Rebel Stitcher has several new designs. I'm a big fan of this one. Jeepers Creepers, these little dancing skeletons. He's dancing so hard, he's losing his head. They are just like partying it up. What song do you think they're listening to? There's not a lot of good Halloween songs. Did you all watch oh, I can't think of the name, Superstore? It's like such a delightful workplace comedy. America Ferrera is the star, and I can't remember who else is in it in this moment, but there's a whole Halloween episode because they work like in a big box store, and there's a whole thing where one of the characters is getting really frustrated by how the same Halloween song keeps coming on over and over, and it's driving him nuts because he's like, "Have you listened to the song?" And it's like Halloween surfboard, and part of the story is like Dracula's putting on moon tan lotion, and like it doesn't make any sense, and it's delightful, and somehow this makes me think of it. I don't I don't quite know how we got there, but oh, because what song are they listening to? I bet they're listening to Halloween Surfboard. I bet they are. Um, oops, I can't see. My photo's in my way. I just wanted to show you one of her other new releases. Of course, Black Cats. We love them, but you could just make that spooky black cat into an orange cat. I promise I'll stop saying that now. Okay. I also really like this one, Surviving on Spite and Caffeine. I wouldn't say I'm surviving on spite necessarily. But I enjoy that there's the little octopuses in here. Octopi, whatever. What does this say? Let's F this. My brain could not compute that. Also, I was like, don't say that first word because my mother watches this and I don't think she can handle that. Hi, Mom. Um, but it spells out F this in these little coffee pots. Also, like we've got a little coffee cup tree and a little coffee bean tree, and then the octopi. Because did you know that they will sometimes punch an octopus if he's like, hello, and she's like, no, get away from me. I don't like you. Punch him. Okay, Jet X Stitch. She has the Blueberry J. She's got a lot of beautiful designs. I think this one you may not have looked at closely enough. This is linoleum rug. It's based off of actual like linoleum rug designs. And I just love how she's playing with like the texture with these satin stitches and like this big bold flower, but then the nice little delicate pattern underneath. Oh, I love it. Doesn't hurt that we got some orange going on in this. Oh, I really love it. That's the kind of pattern, like that's the kind of like look how it pops off the screen from way over here, like way out here, and it's popping off the screen. That's the kind of project I want to be able to like stare at in person and market. Okay, I just have to point out that we have more black cats, but they're great too. I also have to show you Mouse's Turkey Day. That's not what it's called, Mouse's Pumpkin Pie. Oh, I'll do a quick little shout out for that guy. We gotta talk about ink circles. We gotta talk about Carriage House. We talked about Artsy Housewife, so I'm gonna skip over her. We've talked about Arlene. This is another one of Nuri's new designs. Passages, a bookmark design, fantastic. I don't think we've talked about Kathy Barrick yet, have we? I don't think so, but just like look at how much great cross stitch there is. We've talked about Teresa Kogan already. I'm not going to click into it. I'm not going to be tempted, but we have these cute little pumpkin pal designs. Oh boy. Okay, let's go take a look at the things we've now previewed. We have this fantastic samplery cat, Mary Overton, 1850. I love her. What is she sitting on? I don't care. I need her. Also, we got a nice little bird to balance it out. I just love it. That's all I have to say. Then we have Meowoween, this little trio of black cat patterns, which I love black cats too, but do you know what you could do? And then these little pins, Macy made by stitching on perforated paper and then like making her own pins, which I am now obsessed with as an idea. So that's it. That's all I have to tell you. Okay, then we have a new mouse design from Tiny Modernist, Mouse's Pumpkin Pie, or as my sister and I have both referred to it, Mouse's Turkey Day. Um, why are we scrolling for so long? Because there's a lot of threads involved in this. I just think it's so cute. You know, little turkey. Look at her little spoon and her beautiful pumpkin pie. She did a great job. Okay, my stitching album came out at Market, this lovely book full of super detailed instructions to make this like sampler or so in a sampler, like it's this book of specialty stitches, designs that are going to teach you all these specialty stitches, and then you can assemble it into this like your own little journal. It was very fun to flip through at Market. So I've been sold out of it for quite a while, but she's making some more. So I have one left. I don't think they're sold out everywhere. Don't panic, but don't don't miss it. Ink Circles has several new designs, most of them monochromatic, which is interesting. I love a monochromatic design. How fun would some of these look in some of those chaos colors, though? It'd be really chaotic, but it'd be so interesting to see how it stitches up. But she has two designs under this new alchemy series, and she says there's two more coming. I also want to show you real quick. I really enjoy this one, Tail Feathers. Fantastic. Fantastic. And then we have this like fun little welcome to my parlor, a little bit spooky with that spider in there. And then as you can see, all kinds of cool variegation. Oh, I skipped over this one earlier. Blue corn, I think is also very fun. Tracy also does geometry and color incredibly well. Okay, let's talk about Carrot House for just a second. She has a few new designs, but this is the only one that I care about. This is the one I like the most, Night Creatures. Because again, the birds, the moon, the pumpkins, the little snake. Did you notice the snake? I looked at this several times before I noticed the snake. Is that pistachio from Fiber and Oil? No, creme de menthe. But you could do it on pistachio. You could also do it on Bermuda Triangle. I feel like I'm looking for designs that I think would be great on it because I want people to try it out. I want to see things stitched on it because I'm obsessed with it and I'm not going to get to it anytime soon. So I need you to, please and thank you. Okay, and then a little Halloween design from Kathy Barrick. Little patchwork jacks. Oh, it's so cute. And it looks like it's only like what, three colors? No, four colors. Black, white, orange, and the little stems. Very cute. I love, again, an attainable finish. Because, Kathy Barrick sometimes she's got a lot of big projects for you. Also, I love these fobs from the Primitive Hair. They are beautiful. I really love this cardinal. That's all I have to say. She's also got a cardinal, like a winter cardinal-y pin set. You can kind of see it there. But we're going to keep moving. We're going to keep moving. We're going to talk real quick about this monochromatic design, but we're not going to talk too much about it. We've already talked about a lot of these. Resist, resist, resist the urge to click into every single pattern. Don't do it. But I do want to talk about cherry blossoms, so we're going to pop into that real quick. I also want to talk more about pink. Okay, and we'll talk about you. And just like check out all this beautiful stitching. Can you even? Also, I like this one. Also, I like this one from Nuri. Look how fun it is. But we were going fast because we have to go to bed at some point. Okay, so Blueberry Ridge she's got sampler seasons. So there's a design for each of the four seasons that's stitched monochromatic. And then she has sampler holidays, Christmas and Halloween. But now we also have Thanksgiving, which I love because Thanksgiving does not get quite enough like good designs. Like Mouse's Pumpkin Pie, excellent. There's like good turkey designs, like designs that have a turkey in it, but like disease, this design is just like it's so Thanksgiving. And if you're like, I don't want to limit it to Thanksgiving, you could just leave the Thanksgiving part off. Like just don't stitch all the way to the bottom. And you can have a turkey on here, and this can be up all fall, and you're good to go. Oh, but it's just fantastic. Now, this is stitched in a Gloriana color that I do not have and won't be getting right now, but I bet there's a gorgeous fall variegated thread out there somewhere that would be perfect for this. I know Clivia, I don't know how to say it. Irish Garden would be a good one for this. I don't have it in stock, so don't get excited. Okay, cherry blossoms. She was new at Market last year. She is hilarious. She's got these amazing snow globe designs. This Mistletoe Kisses was a big hit at Market, but she has a new snow globe coming out for you this year, which is Winter Joy. I love it very much. And you can also get that backer board. So I think does it come like this? I'm stained like this. Paint it or stain it. So I'm guessing it looks like this and isn't like more plain than that. I don't know. But it's like real easy to pop into place and assemble, and then you can put your little snow globes on there or whatever other holiday stitch you might want to do. And then I don't know if oh, I think I already clicked away from it. I'm not going to go back, but there's some ornament finishing pieces as well. Barbie has a moth, a Spanish moon moth, and it's fantastic. And I love it very much. And I think you should love it too. Okay, and then we have this Spellbound Stitches book. This is a book of 6 patterns. We can do a quick look. Several of them are exhibiting at Marketplace, and then a couple are new to me. But we got this little harbor seal, the sea captain. She's not new to me, so only one is new to me. The vibrant reef. I like that little jellyfish quite a lot. Cosmic eels. I am not familiar with Serious Stitches. Giant clam tableau. Are you kidding? And then more fish or fish, which is just a delight. And so all of those patterns use a palette of Cosmo floss, so they all use the same 12 colors. I don't have those in stock, and I am not going to be able to get them in time. I think Starlight has some, and I don't know who else might have them. I'm sure someone else has them, but I don't carry. I carry Cosmo sometimes, but I order it for specific projects typically, and I did not have enough time to do it for this. But it's a very cool book. I'm excited to check it out in person. Cool project. We've got another lovely monochromatic design. Again, they came in hot this year for Market, but this is from Annie. She's got another design like this that is like there's room enough at the table for everyone. It sounds better than that. It's like it's a more um articulate version of that. But now we've got Strive for Joy, Not Perfection, and I really enjoy it. And I enjoy Annie. Okay, we're moving fast. We've already looked at a lot of these. So I want to show you one other Thanksgiving design, though. We should take a look at that. We've talked about the primitive hair a little bit. We've talked about Silver Creek. I just want to make sure I want to like show you something from all the designers. I want to show you this little trio. Oh, it's just so fun to look at cross stitch. It's just so fun. The Stitch Me fabric that I have on the site will ship right away. So if you are looking for fabric, I don't have very much left because I already put in my order, but there are some counts and colors, and that will ship with the rest of your goodies. Oh, there's just so much good stitching. Oh, Jan Hicks. Have we talked about Jan Hicks yet? I don't think so. Okay, we're doing good. It's only been an hour and a half. No big deal. No big deal. Oh, this is my favorite heartstring samplery design. Also, look, monochromatic. This one is black work. Don't be scared. Just don't be scared. Oh, these are the other tarot ones I was thinking of. Stitch Crypt. I knew spreading lupine was wrong. Sorry. Um, I what I like about these is I don't particularly care to stitch a Pisces, like an entire Pisces design. But do you know what I would do? Oh, so this is not tarot. This is zodiac. Oh, that's so embarrassing, and it says it right in the title. I think I made a post to that effect too, didn't I? I need to go edit it. Whoops, that's embarrassing. But here's the thing. I love this octopus. You could totally just stitch the octopus and put him in a little circular frame or a hoop. I think he would look so cool. I got to see the octopus at the Monterey Bay Aquarium last month, and I got to watch him. Typically, they like hide in the little corner, but I got to watch him go all the way across his tank to the other corner. It was so cool. His little suction cups. Oh, it was amazing. Amazing. Okay, so this is Words to Live by Justice from Heartstring Samplery, another monochromatic design. I don't like I was about to say I don't love text stitching. I've never really done a piece like this. But like in general, like typography is not my go-to design aesthetic or decorating aesthetic, but I want this because I just do. Let's look at it. Like this is just all I need the world to do, not all I need the world to do, but if the world could do a little bit more of this, how much better off would we be? Free those who are wrongly imprisoned, remove the chains that bind people, share your food with the hungry. Why is that something that we like fight about? Give shelter to the homeless, help those in trouble, let your light shine out from the dark, and the darkness around you will be as bright as noon. Like, why is this so hard? Why is justice such a wild concept in this? I'm not gonna, it's too late. I don't want to get myself all worked up. So I'm gonna move on to looking at some pretty cross stitch because sometimes that's what we need. Okay. Winter Wonderland from Jan Hicks. Beautiful little, she's got some other little seasonal smalls, but I skipped over because I was excited about something else. I skipped over one design that I do really love. This is Blue Velvet. Look at that. Look at that. How does she do it? And then she goes and like opens up a shop in France. I don't think she's open yet, but just close. I wish I could just move to France with my cat. My husband can come too. Um, and a big pivot. Here's some trick or treat squares from Little Robin. I think these are so cute. The little pigtails on this pumpkin girl. Is she a pumpkin head or is that a mask? Will we ever know? I don't know. But here's another great Thanksgiving design from Romy's Creations, a little needle book stitched with love. Thanksgiving needles and pins. It's just the fall colors on this. Ooh. Oh, it's good. Okay, so we're on the last page. I embarrassed myself about tarot versus zodiac. We have a new tiny town. This feels like almost old news at this point. Let's talk about the koala as well, and let's also. Oh, I gotta get more. I gotta get more wee Santas. I didn't even know. But we have a new tiny town. Quilted tiny town is here. There's also a quilted frill, and I just love this so much. When are we gonna get the stitching tiny town? I'm assuming that that's gonna happen at some point. But quilted tiny town is good too. Even if you're not a quilter, I feel like people appreciate, you know, like quilt designs integrated in their stitching. A Year in the Woods koala. He's so cute. He's so cute. A Year in the Woods, she gave like a sort of sneak peek, like a big picture of the forest, and then there was like the little numbers of what's going to be released and like where they live. So some are in the ground and some are in the trees and some are, and I was like, uh-oh, I hope that there's not too many birds, even though the birds can be great. And Cottage Garden Samplings does some amazing birds, but I was like, I hope there's not too many birds. So far, our tree dwellers have been the sugar glider and now the koala. He's so cute. It's not too late if you want to sign up for auto ship for this series. There is a Google form probably still linked. Yes, within here. Why auto ship? You get discounted shipping and you get all of these animals to your inbox and you get my undying love and gratitude because, ooh, I wonder if this will change. Typically, I order directly from the designer who's in Malaysia. And AutoShip enables me to require enough charts to be able to order from her and have the shipping be like logical, reasonable. Because otherwise, I order it through a distributor, and that's great, and it's a great option. But I always love being able to support a designer directly, especially a talented designer like Vinny. But I wonder if next month I'll have to wait until it's at the distributor. I don't know. Here's the thing. It's causing lots of questions, and we have no idea. Technically, the the HSN, the like customs number that goes with cross stitch charts should qualify them as instructional material, which should be exempt from tariffs. So we should be fine on the chart front. The problem is the charts are the easiest thing that we could get printed in the US if we needed to. Things like your cross stitch linen, that can't be manufactured in the United States. We don't have those facilities. We've tried. People have tried. I haven't tried. But like we don't have the textile infrastructure and like the floss and the thing, like the other things. We're gonna We're not panicking. We're going to see what happens. And we're going to support our international small businesses and our local small businesses. We're all just trying to feed our families, you know? Okay, I ended on like a bummer again. Am I out of the spooky shoe bill? No. Am I really? I mean, I get it. He's pretty epic. Look at this crazy monster. Now, I did not realize how gigantic these birds are. You should go Google it. They really are quite intimidating. 'Cause I was like, only Janine could take a bird like this and make it scary. No, actually, it's just a scary bird. But she did manage to make him like almost cute. And I like that a lot. Okay, so that was so much more than I originally intended to do. But this is also probably be my only video where we talk about Marketplace, so maybe that is just fine. Little wrap up in case you forgot or you skipped to the end, I guess. I don't know. But you can check out all of these releases on my website. Um, as I start to like lock in my orders, which most of that is going to happen on Friday. So you've got until then to place your orders, but you will start to notice things like go out of stock. If something goes out of stock, please feel free to message me because I might be able to add it on. Like, please don't worry about bugging me. I would love for you to bug me. I can either add it on or I can give you an update of like how quickly I'll be able to restock it because some stuff's easier than others. Or I'll say I won't be getting it anymore. Like hop on over to this shop. I see that they still have it, and I'll help you out. And then you get to support more than one small business, which we also appreciate. I love, love, love getting to be your virtual LNS. Let me talk to you for a second. I love my job. I love my job so much, and I'm so appreciative. And I encourage you to check out other online needle workshops in addition to mine. If you want to just shop with me, that's just fine. But also, I can't carry everything. There are a lot of designers that I have not listed because I am a one woman show, one woman, one cat. And particularly for this show, since I do not have my sister to help me, I have to keep it manageable to be able to fill your orders myself because I run the shop out of my home. You can't see the whole space, but it's not a super large space, and so it's not really designed for me to easily bring in other people to help me. Um, Sometimes I'm able to like outsource certain projects, which is great, and I love being able to like financially support. They're not really employees exactly, but um, I love being able to do that. But for this show, I really can't. So, all of that is to say, I have to keep it manageable for myself. So, I do sometimes say no to carrying extra designers. So, if there's something that don't see listed, that's probably why. If I get enough requests for it, that can tip the scales a little bit. But one or two questions, I gotta say no because I have to maintain my sanity. Um, but always encourage you to ask. And also, I would love to help you find a shop that is carrying whichever designer. I love getting to support new designers too. Um, but we're all just making the best decisions available to us. Okay, I need to go do some things of some kind. I don't know, probably fold some laundry and do some dishes, ice my wrist. We'll see what happens. I don't think I've talked about this at all, but I've got like a tendonitis situation from having a successful business. And I ignored it for a little bit too long. So it went from mildly irritating off and on to, uh-oh, I think this is a problem. So, a little tip, you should listen to your body and don't wait too long. Now, here's the thing, healthcare system kind of makes sense why I put it off for as long as I did. But now I have a super expensive piece of plastic to help me out, and we're working on it. And I won't go into all of the details, but I do need to go put some ice on it because otherwise Cynthia's going to yell at me. So I'm going to go do that. Thank you again for shopping with me for Needlework Marketplace or just hanging out with me and getting excited for all of the creativity and beautiful things in our industry. Even if you are not shopping for market right now, I get it. I support it. Um, these designs will be available in the future, right? Like we're not talking about a lot of like limited edition things. These should be pretty easily attainable in the future, but purchasing them now means that you're supporting at least two small businesses, myself and whoever the designer or dyer is. And that's pretty cool. I love thinking about that. I love like that is why I love market, right? Is getting to actually and this show, but the virtual aspect a little bit different, but getting to actually interact face to face or screen to screen with the other entrepreneurs and creatives within our Stitchy community. Because it's just such a weird thing. Like I was trying to explain it to my OT and I realized like, oh, I need to just bring in some stuff to show you what I'm talking about because like she I mean, she had no prior exposure of any kind to cross stitch or anything close to it. And it was just we were talking two different languages. And why did I start talking about this? I love cross stitch. What were we talking about? I don't know. Oh, I just love I love cross stitch. That's what we were talking about. I love cross stitch. I love the industry. I love getting to be among cross stitch people, and I'm very excited for the weekend ahead. So keep an eye on your inboxes for your tracking notification and continue shopping until then. I'll start shipping orders like as soon as things come in, I'll begin shipping orders. I have already gotten a couple packages because not everyone is part of Marketplace. Um, but I'll get items I'll begin shipping things as early as Monday. Um, some stuff, however, I have to wait for it to get to me. And if you order from multiple designers where you're supporting multiple small businesses, go for you. Um, if you have multiple designers in your order, it's going to take a little bit longer, right? Because I have to wait for all of them to get here before I ship it out. So for the most part, I'm able to ship orders within about a week. So like most orders will ship by like Labor Day. Um, there's a couple exceptions sometimes. If there's like a big delay, I'll try to let you know. Um, but like a large number of orders will be shipped out very quickly. But that might be a little bit too exciting of a deadline for me to give you. But early September. By early September, your definition of early September could be anything up to the 15th, really. You should have your goodies. And if there's something else going on, then like I'll be in touch and I'll send what I have and it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking for real because I really did not mean for this to be such a long update, but I've had such a delightful time chatting about Marketplace with you. Let's do this again soon. Slightly different format, maybe. And that's it. Goodbye.